Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft showcase video. I will be showing you the more mob heads custom loot tables which I have put together to bring more mob heads into your world. Pretty much all of the mobs in the game will now drop their own heads, and you can find some heads in dungeons as well. These loot tables are available for download. In the video I'll show you the website where you can download them from as well. So if you've been watching the Hermitcraft server and our 5th season, you would have seen many of the players wandering around with various mob heads. These are thanks to custom loot tables that you can put inside your world save. You can put it on a server. It will also work with modded Minecraft as well, which is great. And the initial version of this caused some lag, and that is because it has to look up the heads and get the skin. So we might see a lag spike. Yep, I felt one right there. That's because it was looking up the skin of the player head. So when you open dungeon chests, which is what this is, you've got a chance to get an Alex or a Steve heads, and these ones will be updated by the time the video goes out. I've had some help from David and Jermaine from New Zealand who have been so very kind as to give me some code, some fancy stuff for the MBT data that actually stores the texture of the player head inside the MBT tag, which is what this one has right here. So if we were to kill something like a bat to get a head, there was no lag spike because the texture is actually stored inside this right here. Now you probably agree with me that it doesn't quite look like the same bat that we have in the game, and this this texture right here is actually subject to change. So once again, David and Jermaine, thank you so much for your help. That's a massive improvement to these mob heads, and like I said, by the time this video goes out, there shouldn't be any lag spikes at all from opening these dungeon chests, and all of the mob ones are currently fixed as of right now. So we're going to go through these one by one. The Blaze has a very low drop rate, so much so we might not get it with this looting sword that has level 255. Yep, what would you know, we didn't get one there. We probably won't get it on the Enderman as well, as the looting level is not high enough, basically, because the odds are very low. If you do want to know the odds for each of the mobs, then check out the website. They are all listed there. They are subject to change, and I will update the website when I do that. A lot of these are based around farming, so if you're not the sort of player that goes and builds an Enderman farm, then I would encourage you to change the files and change the rates that they drop at, because this is all built around being able to farm mobs. So a bat farm isn't exactly a common thing, so the drop rate is quite high. When it comes to the illusioner, this guy will drop it every single time, so it doesn't even matter if you using a looting sword or not. It's always going to drop the head, as you saw right there. When it comes to the llama and the ocelot, these ones are special because there are 4 different types of cat. You've got the ocelot and the free tamed ones, then there's 4 different types of llama, and they all drop from the same loot table. So that means, let's kill this guy with a looting sword. That time we got that one, which was, this is grey, that looks like a white one, I think. Yeah, so you can get 1 of 4 when you kill this guy. When it comes to sheep, it's slightly different. Each different colour actually has its own loot table, so we will get the green head every time. That's not the head. We should get it every single time with this looting sword. Am I using the looting sword? There we go, we got it the second time, and it looks like one actually did drop the first time as well. So if you kill the sheep of that colour, you'll get that colour head. Already explained the ocelot one, you basically get 1 of 4 hats, and it looks like we got the ginger cat that time. And then the zombie villager is kind of the same, because there are 6 different types of zombie villager, and there are 6 different heads that you can get. And once again, you'll get 1 of those 6 each time you kill it, due to how the loot tables work. There are some mobs that aren't actually covered in this release. For example, the Endermite and I believe the Silverfish don't have mob head drops yet. I plan on trying to add 1 for every single mob in the game, and so there'll be updates in the future. I'll be mentioning it in other videos, so subscribe to the channel, of course, if you want to keep up to date on the whole mob head situation. I also want to mention that these ones in here haven't been affected. You have to get them the traditional way, which is a charged creeper blowing up a skeleton, a zombie, or a creeper. This is from the Wither Skeleton in the Nether. Can't actually get this one, which is why you can now get it in a dungeon chest, and you still have to go to the end for the dragon head. However, there is another dragon head texture that is like a smaller one, like the creeper head, or like the one that I'm wearing, which I may be adding in the future as well. But anyway, we're going to jump onto the website now and check that out. In preparation for this video, I've actually tidied up my website a bit and brought it up to speed. So if ever you're looking for extra content, check out the playlists here on the side. I've had loads of the series that I've made here on the channel, and this page is xisumavoid.com/more mobheads. You can actually get to this through the link on the side. Now the video that you're seeing here is just a placeholder. When this video goes out, it will then be on the same page because obviously it's relevant to the content here. So here is some info, instructions and downloads. I've explained most of this to you already. When you download the loot tables with this link right here, the place to put them is inside your world save folder. So that will be your world name right there, then you go into the data folder, and that's where you add the folder called loot tables, and then all of the loot tables will be in the correct place. Remember, you can edit those if you want to. You can delete some of them if you think some of the mob heads shouldn't be in here. It's your game to play however you want. That's the way I see it. And of course we've got a chart here of all the different drop rates. Now when it comes to something like a llama and a cow, which are both easily farmable in the same way, the reason that the rates are different is because llamas are a little bit rarer in the world, so it takes you a lot of time to find them, and there's 4 different types to collect from the llamas. So a lot of this is about incentivizing you to have reasons to farm different mobs as well, and that's why the rates are sort of all over the place. A polar bear farm would be a really crazy thing to build, so after you've made a long journey to get there, your chances of getting a skull are pretty good. So that's kind of the way I thought about each of these things right here, and also you can have a look at each of the heads as well, as they are all displayed right here. Shout out to Rocky Avalon, my buddy, for making these nice little renders of each skull. That was very, very helpful of him, and it's a decent demonstration. So there'll be updates coming to this website in the future. I'll probably put a changelog on each time I make some adjustments to the loot tables, and there's your download link. You can find a link to the website in the description box down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. As always, thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye bye.